A big hello to everyone out there from Span Community Garden. I hope you're well today. What we're going to learn to do this afternoon is to grow tomatoes from seed. Now, tomatoes are a warm season plant. Now that the weather's warming up, it's a perfect time to start growing your tomato seedlings. It's really simple to do. I know you can go down and buy seedlings from your local nursery, but I encourage you to have a go at growing your own yourself from seed. It's a fun thing to do. It's easy. You can do it with your kids, the rest of your family. You can use recycled egg cartons or other containers to grow them in, so it's a great way to sort of upcycle and recycle things in your house. And you just get a greater variety of tomatoes that you can grow. Usually they only stock a handful of varieties in your nursery, whereas if you source some seeds, you can generally grow a wider range of tomatoes and heirloom varieties as well. Now, what we're going to grow today, I've got some Tommy Toes that we're going to grow. Great prolific fruiting tomato, yummy edible size fruit that you can just pick off and eat, and they burst in your mouth. Fantastic in salads. They do need to be staked though, so you will need to think about staking them. But we're at the first stage. We're thinking about raising the seedlings from seed. So what you'll need is some seed raising mix. Now you can go and buy some from your local nursery. Probably cost you about $10, $15, or you can have a go at making your own. I've had a go at making my own, and what I use for my seed raising mix is I generally get about 2 parts of sieved compost, 1 part worm casting, 2 parts coir fibre, which you make sure you hydrate first, and 1 part coarse sand, and then just mix that through so you get a nice even mix. That's what I've got in here. And once you've mixed it all through, what you need to do next is I'm using egg cartons. I think they're a great way to raise tomato seedlings. Great way, like I said earlier on, to recycle something that is going to be either thrown in the bin. So basically just put in your seed raising mix. Now, seed raising mix is better than potting mix because it's a lot finer, there's better drainage, and that's what your seedlings will need at an early stage. So once you've done that, what I'd suggest then doing next is wetting, either using a watering can, or you might have a spray mister bottle. Wet it, and what that does is it just obviously wets the soil, but it settles the soil down, and hopefully sort of move the soil in place. There's no air pockets. Then what you need to do is either use a dibbing stick, it can be a chopstick, a bit of wood, or even a pencil. And what you need to do is just go through, and you probably want to, in an egg tray like this, maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 seedlings, maybe 3 or 4 seedlings per cell. So I'm going to do 4 little holes, probably no deeper than 1/2 centimetre. So just go through, simply do that. So that's where we're going to actually put the seeds. Done that, just need to go and grab this pack of seeds away. This is the Span Community Garden. I'm not sure if anyone in the local area in Thornbury's been here before. It's a fantastic little garden. If you're ever in the area, please pop in and say hi. So what you need to do next is to get your seeds. They are quite small, so if you're finding it hard to actually hold the seeds or get them into those holes, you can use tweezers. It's means you have a little bit more control over dropping the seeds in. It doesn't matter if you get more than one seed in a hole, just try your best. So just simply go through and drop a seed into each one of those shallow holes that you've made with your dibbing stick. Give me 2, doesn't matter. So continue to do that and just move all the way through each cell of the egg carton. Place a seed in each one of those holes that you've created. Sometimes stick to your finger, that's why it can help if you have a set of tweezers. So I won't do it any further, I think you've got the idea. So once you've done that, what you need to do then is just go back with your dibbing stick and just gently push them down into the hole each seed and cover them up with the soil. Do that, you can see that you're getting pushed down, covered up. Okay, so continue to do that, go through each cell, cover them up. Once you've done that, nearly there, what I like to do next is to create a little mini hothouse. Just follow me, let's go and grab something. And to do that, just recycle a plastic bag, a clear plastic bag that you have in the house, or you can use some Glad wrap if you want, you can wrap it up in Glad wrap. But what we want to do is create a little mini hothouse because these seeds need roughly about 20 degrees to germinate. So by wrapping it up, you're going to keep that warmth in there, but the other beauty is it keeps it nice and moist as well. That soil needs to be kept moist, not saturated, but just moist. So what I'm going to do is just got a recycled plastic bag here. What you do is simply just cover it up in a plastic bag like that. You can blow into it and then put to create some volume in there. And like I said, you can also wrap it up with Glad wrap if you like. Now leave that, it'll take about 10 to 14 days for the seeds to germinate. Just check on it every now and again, make sure it's not drying out inside. If it's wrapped up in Glad wrap, it won't, but if it's in a plastic bag, it might. So just every now and again, check on it. If it's dried out, make sure you water it again. Keep it in a sunny spot. And then after like 10 to 14 days, you'll see some seedlings germinating. Take off the plastic at that point. Keep it in a sunny spot. Make sure you water it though, at least 2 times a day, sometimes even 3. So in the morning, maybe the afternoon and the evening. And once the seedlings get to about 5 to 10 centimeters tall with 2 leaves, at that point we need to then think about potting up the seedlings into bigger pots. And that will be the next video I show you. So best of luck with it all. Have fun, enjoy, and I will post the next stage of growing your tomato seedlings from home shortly. Right, uru.